What is going on, everyone? Jason, the train freak here, and I am sitting at the tracks again. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Looks like Wigwag popped in early. Not sure if he is still here or not, but he gets the cookie, except for already ate all the cookies, so no cookie for Wigwag. Probably wouldn't want to be the cookie he won anyways. Yeah, he's still here. Well, I am looking down the tracks and there's nothing happening. So Dwight Curley's here. Welcome, Dwight Curley with the Curly Express, and Lynn McCurdy's in the house as well. Welcome, guys. So, a little later today than normal because I had to go to one of my other locations and do some work, and I got back a little quicker than I thought I was going to. So, I set this up before I left there, and it normally takes me like 45 minutes to an hour just to make it back. And so I'm back a little earlier. So how about that? So did you get your work corrected this morning? Yeah, I did get it corrected. It took a little bit. Yo, Joe Rader, just watched the other video. Yes, Rail Yard Tagging Volume 2 or Episode 2 released about 20 minutes ago. So if you haven't checked that out yet, you should check it out. It's only like 8 minutes, 9 minutes long. But after starting the Facebook group, a lot of people are posting pictures, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Which means also 20 minutes ago on my community page on the YouTube channel would have popped up the next question. And I am getting some feedback in my speaker, so I'm gonna hold on just a second. Okay, let me know if you can still hear me. Marcus, it's about time. I'm about to starve to death waiting on this lunchtime Railfanning. So, all right. So is my audio still good? Audio check 1, 2. I had to turn the Bluetooth off on my phone so that way I could not hear something with the speakers in my truck was crackling. I don't know if y'all could hear it or not. Sound got tinny. Okay, so let me check some audio settings real quick. Okay, is the sound still tinny? Cowboy Steve, welcome. All right, sound check. 1, 2. We got good sound, bad sound. And Dwight just got his first coupler box mounted. Congratulations, Dwight. All right, so I'm waiting in the chat. Sound still the same. Anybody else? Very weak. Very, very weak. Sounds like a sitting in a truck. Oh, I am sitting in a truck. Let me try this. Yeah, it is a late lunch. All right, let's see. Go back to audio. Okay, I had the mic volume all the way up, so I don't know why it's not wanting to do that. Okay, we can hear you, so don't worry. Well, I am sitting in a truck. That is, one thing. Sure, volume up. Let me do this. I'm gonna pop out real quick, so it doesn't sound too bad. Let me do this. I'm gonna pop out real quick, and then I'm gonna pop right back. Okay, there's no train coming.
that I see. So, okay, well, Dwight and Steven are saying it sounds good. So, who the heck? All right, well, if it starts sounding bad, I'll just pop out, close the app, uh, make sure I don't have any other apps on my phone running. And right now, everything, I don't know if it's broken or not. But anyway, how is, okay, it gets shaky when you are more watching. Marcus says it sounds good. So how is everybody's Friday going? Mine has been eventful. And I think it stems kind of off of what happened yesterday. We lost internet yesterday morning about 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time, and there was cut fiber somewhere in the Little Rock area, and we did not get internet back until about 4 or 5 o'clock. So good news is I got internet when I came back into work. Bad news is now I'm having to fix some of those issues, that, happens when the internet goes out. Payday for me ain't till next week. So that don't help me out. I don't know. Marcus is off. Otherwise, he'd be probably out the big or grading the road. Oh, nice, Joe. Got decals on a boxcar. Ready to start the next one. That's awesome. I'll tell you one thing, Joe. I really like that gondola that you fixed me up. Really appreciate it. And I will be putting in a order here pretty soon. Probably when I go home today. Well, we got a little bit of railroad. I think, hold on. I'm going to show you what just pulled up. Hopefully the rear view mirror will be oh, we got some action happening. I don't know how well y'all are going to be able to see this. So this high rail just pulled up. Wicked Insanity, Mike, how's it going? Oh, and we got a coming too. All right, so let me do this. I'm going to hop out real quick, so do not leave. I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to jump down in the basement, clear my phone out, and then I'm going to pop right back in, okay? So, let's see. I'm probably just going to have to close it. I'll be right back, guys. All right. I'm back. Hopefully, y'all can hear me a little better now. And just in time. All right. Much louder. Oh, yeah. There we go. Randall Ellison's here. Wicked Insanity is a new member. Welcome to the Freak Train, Mike. All right. Trains are coming. He's eyeballing. All right. No, Lynn, I rolled the window down so that way you could hear the train. Ooh, camouflage containers. I hear another train. Oh, y'all are in for a treat. We got a meet. I did not see a DPU on that stack train. I think that's the G4. Yeah, we definitely don't want them to meet head on. That's true, Lynn. And of course, more stacks. I guess we didn't have enough stacks on that first train, so they had to bless us with a few more on the second. Now, will this one have a DPU? I'm not sure. Now, what I did notice is this train here, as it's going southbound, had a yellow signal, so that's why he's going a little slower, which means his next signal he's got to stop. So, wow, K-line rail bridges, man, those are old. But if Wicked Insanity is still here, I just want to say thank you for jumping on as a channel member and showing your support to the channel. That is much greatly appreciated. So my brother and I used to trying and crash my Tyco trains head on years ago. Hard to destroy old Tycos, ever hit the floor. Still ran a sport. But yeah, I did some of that too with some of the older Bachman stuff too. Tyco and Bachman. Well, how about that, man? This day you get a train meet with two trains at the same time. Not very common I get to see train meets here. Oh, that sounds like a bad bearing. Yeah, 60s Tycos, yeah. Well, this thing here about got everything on it, including the kitchen sink. There's a repainted Golden West service. And there she goes. No DPUs today. I'll flip back up. There we go. So I do sound a lot better this go around than I did the first go around, just to confirm. I could go back in my settings and look at that, but I'd rather talk to y'all, you know what I mean? And then at the same time, if I pivot my, if I angle the camera that way, there's a guy replacing the ding 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 with the dong dong dong. I don't know, like I'm half tempted to step away from the stream and go ask him if I could have the old bell. But I don't know if he would give it to me. Probably not. So it is hot today. And Tim, welcome to the stream. By the way, it is definitely hot. It's in the 90s here, and they said it's supposed to be even hotter this weekend. So I can tell you this: my swimming pool is going to be looking nice for me this weekend. Go hop in the swimming pool and refresh while being outside, but in the same token, not have to use as much air conditioning, because air conditioning costs money. Oh, Lynn, you haven't seen hot yet, Bubba. Not here. What you witnessed here was mild. I know it gets hot out in the, out west in the desert and stuff, but when you have that dry heat, like you have no moisture with it, it is a whole lot more bearable than when you start looking at heat indexes. Because right now it's in the 90s, but the heat index is over 105. So it feels like it's 105 outside with it just being in the 90s. Now, when we start hitting triple digits, then it starts to feel like it's 115, 120 degrees outside. I mean, it just gets downright unbearable. So, and I know Joe used to live in the same area that I live in. He knows. Randall knows, because Randall's not too far north of me. Yeah. So yeah, Lynn. Yeah, I didn't realize you lived in Memphis. Okay. So yeah, there you have it. I mean it's really not the humidity; it's the dew point. Because you could have a relatively low dew point with high humidity, and it's fine. It's when you get that high dew point with the humidity is when it gets nasty. So that's what you have to kind of keep in mind is it has to do with the dew point. So Arkansas this time of year is not known as Arkansas. We call it Arkansas because it feels just like a sauna outside. So nicely put. Well, I've got a red signal, but that's from the train that went south. So maybe we'll see something else. Come up here in a little bit. Yo, Tammy and Ray, y'all just missed all the action. We just had 2 trains go by. We had a train meet. So you're gonna have to go back and share that with Ray, so Ray can watch a couple of trains. Hey, JD, Grandpa Rails, welcome. Wow, they actually give y'all heat warnings. They don't give us heat warnings on our cell phone. Expected it. He was feeding his face. Well, what you could do is just go back a little bit, and then if you run it at like 1.25 or 1.5 speed, eventually you'll catch up before the end of the stream. But I don't know if we'll have another train or not. Right now, I don't see another headline. So the first train was a northbound stack train that was moving pretty fast. I want to say it was going faster than the standard track speed, which is 55 through here. If it was an express, they can go up to 65. Passenger can go up to 70. Um, and then the southbound train was moving a little slower, and that's because he had a yellow signal, which probably tells me that he's going to be stopping further down the track. The New Orleans Public Belt. I see some of their old boxcars from time to time. Union Pacific, they have a whole bunch of boxcars with the reporting marks of BKTY. And a lot of those were the old per diem cars that the Shortlines had, like the 70s and the 80s. And now, a lot of those are starting to get scratched because they're at end of life because the car is only good for 50 years. And then you have to scrap it. Or you have to keep it on inter-service only, which means it cannot be interchanged at all. And a lot of Class 1 railroads don't do that. So, there goes a guy on a scooter. So a lot of them are being scrapped, but every once in a while, the BKTYs, which is the beer train, uh, I'll see a New Orleans Public Belt boxcar go by every once in a while. And a lot of times, what they do is they'll repaint where the logos and the name was, but leave the car the rest, what it was. And so the boxcars, the New Orleans Public Belt had yellow boxcars, but now they're kind of like a faded yellow. They kind of look like a cream color. So yeah. So they come through here, and what it is, it's beer from Mexico. So your DeSuckies and your Modelo and Corona, top beers. Hopefully I don't get uh, taken down for saying the C word because I'm talking about the beer and not the, the genetic thing that's created. Um, but anyways, um, a lot of that comes through here. And the way you know that there's beer in those box cars is there's two sets of locks. So when they shut the door, they'll lock the bottom, but they have to lock the top one too because a lot of people are stealing the beer out of the box cars in the different various yards. Iron Mule, welcome. I didn't realize the dew point was making me hot. I thought it was me working on the side of the highway, basking in the sun. Well, the dew point doesn't make you hot. The dew point, if it's high, makes it to where you can't cool down. It's basically it's the temperature of the where like vapor is converted to like I don't know some. It's a weird terminology, or it's not really weird, but it's kind of a difficult one to like grasp at first. It has to do with like water vapor and stuff like that. The lower the temperature, the lower the dew point temperature, the cooler the sweat on your body will help you out. So if you walk outside and the dew point's like 70s and 80s, that means your sweat, it just feels like you just got out of the shower, you know, but it's not cooling you off. It's like you got out of a hot shower and you don't have a towel to dry yourself off to get that hot water off your body. That's what it's the dew point. Yeah, dew point is in a degree format. Um, because check this out. In the wintertime, or let's say late fall, early spring, before the temperatures really heat up, right? Or in the season when the temperatures start cooling down. Well, what happens when it rains? if you have rain come through your area and it rained for a little, guess what? The humidity is 100% because it just rained. There's 100% moisture in the air, but you don't feel it because it's cool outside. But when the dew points in the summer heat up and you start getting, that moisture even after a rain, if the dew point is high, that's where it feels oppressive and it feels muggy, and that's why like Florida is always so hot. Just feels like you stepped outside and you're taking an instant shower. So yeah, they're saying this week it's hot. It's going to be hot this week. It's in the 90s here, and I know JD, he's down there in Texas. Yeah, see, it's cooler down in Texas where he's at because he says it's 88 and it feels like it's 94. It's already like 91, 92 here, and it feels like it's in the upper 90s. So, but anyways, I'm not a weatherman. I just can, I do know enough about it. And now my phone is saying that my device is overheating. Lovely. So let me get this out of the sun. I am going to have to hold it for a while, and hopefully it doesn't overheat. So if it does overheat and it freezes up, I apologize. I'm going to have to think of something, another way of doing it, because what I had to do the last time was put the AC on blast and try to cool my phone down. I did pull the mount closer to to my face to get it more out of under the window or the windshield, and I don't know if that really helped. So, isn't fog 100% humidity and not rain? Yeah, pretty much it is. I mean, if it's foggy outside, that's 100%. All right, I'm back. So it actually it overheated. So I just blasted a whole bunch of cold air on it. I'm going to have the air on a little bit. So let me know if it's too unbearable. And I also I'm going to adjust my stuff too. Maybe I can get this a little more out of the sun. All right. Can y'all hear me? I still see there's a group of people here. So thank you, Lynn. Thank you for welcoming me back. Lunch break ain't over yet. I've only been live for 34 minutes. So I'm just trying to make sure that it's in the shade. It is not. I mean, the sun's not hitting that glass and beaming on it. So I don't know. Dang, he's already got that bell changed quick. But anyways. So what was I saying? Yeah, we were talking about dew points, but I probably ended up losing some people. Math makes Cowboy Steve's head hurt. All right, well, that's not good. That math makes head hurts. But yeah, I mean, that's something, to look into, is like your dew points and whatnot, and try to understand it, because a lot of people just go and say, well, it's the reason why it's so hot is the humidity. It ain't the humidity. You could have 40% humidity outside and it still be oppressive. Just the higher the humidity with the high dew point just makes it even worse. Yo, SoCal! Hot and dry here in SoCal. Yeah, see, I would rather have that dry heat than this hot moisture heat. I would take the dry heat any day of the week. I would rather have 100-degree dry than 90-degree with a high dew point. And I have been in both areas, and so yeah. And it's even worse like when you don't have no like wind movement, like no air movement. Oh God, is it worse. I'm about tempted to hop out real quick and ask this guy if I could get that old bell before he leaves. So I could flip the camera around for those who are just getting here. That guy right over there just came and replaced the bell. Get the bell? Okay, I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna try. Y'all hang tight. Y'all gonna watch me walk over there? Alright, my wife is gonna kill me. Alright, let me flip the camera back around. How about that? I got a bell! Whew. Alright, let me see what all I missed. Alright, so go get the bell. Yeah, so see? 85 degrees and a 75 dew point sucks. It does suck. I sure did. That thing's massive. It's heavy too, so I'm not gonna. Hold on. There you go. Now, what am I gonna do with that son of a bitch? I have no clue. Oh man. I'll tell you this, Craig up at Arkansas Traveler Hobbies is gonna be jealous. Because a couple of years ago, the crossing, not the crossing where he was working at, but the next one up, had a bell, and I filmed them changing the bell out. So, and then someone commented on there saying, you should have got that bell. And I said, yeah, I didn't think about it. I mean, what's the chances that the only two bells that are on these 4 grade crossings, and I get to watch them change out both bells, and I get the second bell? Ray Boebel, welcome. So, yeah, Amanda's new dinner bell, that's right. So Marcus, all I said was, hey, what are you going to do with that old bell? He said, I'm just going to throw it in the trash. I said, hey, you mind if I take it? I said, I collect stuff like that. Oh, hell yeah, we got another train coming too. Be 3 for today. So now, in a way, I'm kind of glad I missed Steve's live stream. Because now I got a freaking bell. Oh, man, I guess timing works out for everything, right? So, well, Ray, I appreciate you popping in, buddy. I know you work crazy odd hours like I do. Welcome to the IT world. But heck yeah. I am so stoked right now. You know, Randall, I might try to find a way to do that. I might try to. So, man, that is so cool. It's so. Let's see here. So I asked Jonesboro about getting one of the old railroad crossings they took out, just pod them up in the yard. He said there's some place that they take them to, and I can check. There you go. Yeah, it has been a minute, Ray. I mean, with my early work schedule, and they changed my work schedule again. Um, we might have another train meet. We might. Let me see if I can see. I can't see. I don't see anything from that direction. And the reason why I'm saying we might have a train meet is, so I've got a headlight looking way down there. And then while looking down there, I see the signal also just popped up yellow again. So who knows? We might have another train meet, and I can still be here for about another 10, 15 minutes. So I clocked out 15 after. So if this train here will hurry up and boogie on, I might be able to get you one more train, maybe two, depending on where the other one is. So Tim almost got a railroad gate? Holy crap. And then suddenly the maintainers started freaking out and screaming at you. That's weird. He might have thought you were after his job or something, Tim. Who knows about that, man? That I don't know. Yeah, Amanda's she's gonna shit bricks. When I'm gonna put this on, like if I beat her getting home today, I'm gonna set that thing as the centerpiece on the dining room table. And for those who don't believe me, I will put up a picture in the on my community page, so that way she can look at it. So Ray, you just missed it, man. Like earlier, we had a train meet. We had two trains go that way, and then after the train meet, my phone overheats, shuts down. I get it back up, get it cooled down, and get it back up. I've got it more out away from the window, and I could probably bring it in maybe a little bit more too. And while the train meet was happening, Union Pacific Railroad crew was changing out the last manual bell to an electronic bell, and he's about ready to leave. And so I go out there, ask him if I can have the bell, and he gives it to me. And I'm pretty sure y'all could see me going and asking him. Steve, I have a very comfortable couch. A very, very comfortable couch. Better yet, Steve, instead of sleeping on the couch, I'll just go out to the fifth wheel camper and sleep in the queen size bed up there and turn that AC unit on. And I'll probably be colder than what she would be in the house. So sleeping arrangements, I'm good. Stormy Sky, welcome. See if did someone else pop in? No, okay, just Stormy. All right. So which one from Stormy Sky is here? Steve, Dave, or Jenny? You got a 33% chance to get it right. And that's not very good odds. When that train gets a little closer, I will flip the camera around. Or if I see the gates come down, I'll get the camera flipped around so that way y'all can see some train action. I'm gonna crack the window too, because then I could probably hear the horn. So if I hear the horn, then I know it's about here. Union Pacific, they've kind of updated their timing system, so it's not. I get the gates and stuff come down a little better, a little quicker now. So I get a little bit more of a heads up. Trackside Mike, what's going on, buddy? He's getting closer. He's almost to the signal. I could try to show you on the phone, but I can't zoom in with StreamYard, which stinks. So all you could see would be maybe like a little dot, like looking into an LED or something. When I start hearing the gates go down, then I'll flip the camera around. Yeah, it was bizarre. We were talking to him the whole time he was replacing the gate, and he offered to drop the old one at our house, and suddenly he started freaking out, thinking I was recording. Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that. Oh, and I see the railroad maintenance guy. He's way down there. So, and it looks like we might have another stack train, maybe auto racks. So I'm looking at the locomotive head on because the way the tracks are set up here. And there goes the gates. Oops, I don't want to hit that. Let me see if I can get this flipped around just in time for y'all. There we go. And we're going to turn it that way. All right, so we've got something going on. C&EI John, welcome. Don't you just love those late notices? And we do have a train meet. We got one coming from both directions. So the question is which one are you going to see first? That second unit's the second unit's that new Union Pacific paint scheme, where they took the wings off the nose and they put a flag at the front of the cab. Some of the units don't even have the flags on the front of the cab. Yeah, almost, Lynn. Yeah, John, I know I missed out on it too, but I think it all paid off in the long run because if you rewind about 5-10 minutes before you hopped on, you'd see that I just got me a brand new bell. Well, it's not brand new. It's old as molasses, but I got me a bell. Oh yeah, this is my go-to spot. Yep, patch C&W. Well, there was a green C&W at the beginning. That might have been the patched one you saw. You know, Randall, I wish they would have left the wings on the nose. If they would have left the wings on the nose and not just had the shield, then I would be okay with it. I'm okay with not having the American flag on the side of the UP locomotives, especially on the toaster units, because it just doesn't look good when the flag gets burnt up on the side of a locomotive. And I know it's not a real flag, blah, 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 but you're displaying a burnt up American flag. And that's how I look at it. So that's just my 2 cents on it. There's an old Santa Fe boxcar right there. Some old Golden West service. That Santa Fe boxcar had BNSF reporting marks, but it only had the Santa Fe logo. It didn't have the Burlington Northern ring around it. And then here's a brand new boxcar here. just about brand new where they got the reporting marks up high. Oh, now we can see part of the second train. Yep, so this makes 4 trains for the hour. Can't beat that. Stack train and 3 mixed freights for the day. Here's an open boxcar. Oh, Missouri Pacific. Someone wrote on that covered hopper F taxes, but they didn't just use the word or the letter F. It was fully wrote out. Yeah, this is a pretty busy route. I will say before the showstopper, you would have on average 50 to 70 trains a day. So, yeah, it's a normally this is a good hot spot. So, all right, guys. Well, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to head back to work. Unfortunately, maybe one of these days I can come down here and hang out for a few hours and whatnot and see what happens. But if you haven't hit smash that like button, please do so on your way out. And y'all just be safe out there. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Try to stay cool as best as you can, because it's a hot one. So y'all, just we don't need people out here having heat strokes. All right. So be safe out there. God bless, and happy railroading.